A very good morning to you and welcome to the Morning Outlook Report. I'm Rachel Jones reporting live from Kalkine TV's Sydney studios. Now, the Australian share market is expected to rise this morning. According to the latest SPI futures, the ASX 200 is likely to open 47 points higher or 0.6% higher. Yesterday, at the closing bell, the S&P ASX 200 was 0.3% or 20 points higher at 7,514. The best performing sector was utilities. They were up 1.1%. And the worst performing sector was consumer discretionary, down 0.9%. The best performing stock yesterday was the Pendal Group. Their shares closed 18.1% higher at $5.29. They were followed by Telix Pharmaceuticals and Magellan Financial Group. The worst performing stock yesterday was Perpetual. Their shares closed 6.6% lower at $31.97. Now, the Reserve Bank of Australia's monthly meeting is scheduled for today, and analysts assume rates would be kept at a record low of 0.1%. The market continues to expect the first hike to occur in May. The RBA statement is expected at 2:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. We'll bring you the latest on this as soon as we get it. Looking to some business news from this morning now, and Australia's Securities and Investment Commission is taking action against Macquarie Bank for alleged failures to properly monitor third-party withdrawals from customer accounts. They've started civil penalty proceedings at the federal court against Macquarie for failing to adequately monitor and control transactions by third parties, such as financial advisors, on their customers' cash management accounts. ASIC alleges that the impact on Macquarie's customers includes $2.9 million in unauthorised withdrawals by now convicted former financial advisor Ross Hopkins. Following engagement with ASIC from December 2021, Macquarie remediated Mr. Hopkins' clients approximately $3.5 million on an ex gratia basis. And the ACCC will not take enforcement action in relation to a 19.9% acquisition of Alliance by Qantas Airways. The ACCC has written to Alliance stating it does not propose to take any further enforcement action in relation to the stake that Qantas has in Alliance. The release states that although the ACCC is not proposing to take any further action at this point, in relation to the matter, it will continue to monitor Qantas's conduct in the industry in relation to Alliance and may take action at a later time. And Nutritional Growth Solutions, a global provider of scientifically formulated and clinically studied pediatric nutritional products, is launching a Healthy Heights KidzProtein product range to support everyday health in children. KidzProtein complements NGS's existing Growth Daily product lines that are proven in a clinical study to help children grow in height and weight with no increase in BMI. The KidzProtein range will include both dairy and vegan formulas to support the nutritional needs of the 2 in 10 children with intolerance to dairy-based products in the United States. Well, now it's time to take a very short break. We'll be back with everything you need to know to trade today.
Hi there, James Preston for Kalkine TV. Are you into gaming and virtual reality? Does AI and the endless possibilities it entails capture your interest? Or are you constantly trawling through the web to try and discover the latest updates and innovations in the tech space? Well, let us do the work for you. From the latest product launches to shocking affairs on the World Wide Web, exclusive interviews and information about the top companies like Apple and Google to brand new tech startups vying for your attention. Kalkine's Tech Beat has the latest in what matters in the world of technology. Join me every single Thursday on The Tech Beat, exclusive to Kalkine TV.
Welcome back. I'm Rachel and you're watching the Morning Outlook Report. Looking overseas now, and the stocks on global indexes rose yesterday while the US dollar strengthened on talk of more sanctions against Moscow following international outrage over Ukraine civilian killings. On Wall Street, the Dow Jones rose 0.3%, the S&P 500 was up 0.8% and the Nasdaq ended 1.9% higher. The US currency also remained buoyed by a strong non-farm payrolls report for March that backed expectations for a 0.5 percentage point rate hike by the Federal Reserve next month. US factory orders fell 0.5% in February in line with expectations. Data for January was revised slightly higher to show orders rising instead of 1.4% as previously reported. Over in Europe, the Stoxx 50 rose 0.8%, the FTSE went up 0.3% and the CAC gained 0.7%, with the DAX advancing 0.5%. Oil prices rose on speculation that further sanctions could be placed on Russian oil and coal. Brent crude jumped 3% to settle at $107.53 a barrel. WTI rose 4% to settle at $103.28 a barrel. Gold prices rose yesterday as investors sought this safe haven asset amid prospects of Western countries imposing those sanctions on Russia, with gold futures settling up 0.5% at $1,934. That's all for our Morning Outlook report here on Kalkine TV. Have a great day trading. Stay tuned for more market updates and economic news live throughout the day. This is Rachel signing off for now.